So this is gonna be a very different video from my usual content, I guess you could say. Today I'm gonna be talking about space, and probably this week and next week, the rest of this week and next week, I'll be talking about space. I've been studying a lot about space, and there's a lot I gotta talk about. So, today, well, we get to the basics first. We're not gonna be talking about solar systems, gravitational poles, I already said it, suns, planets. Technically we are talking about all those, but they're not the main focus of today's video. I'm going to be talking about something that affects us all, and we don't even know it. The speed of light. The speed of light is how fast light can travel to us. Now that's okay. So I'm actually pretty excited for talking about space, because unlike most where they get to the planets and then the more complicated stuff, I'm gonna give you all the least complicated thing to understand to the most complicated. So yeah, I'm not expecting these videos to go well, but I just want to talk about them because I want to. If you don't like to, oh well, womp womp. Go watch someone else's video. But if you are gonna say, thank you, I guess. So, speed of light. It is complicated. It is, right? Alright, get to the basics. Speed of light is an actual speed. It isn't some acronym, or isn't anything different from speed. And yes, no matter how fast light travels, it is fast. It is very. I don't know how to explain, but it's practically fast. I got notes, sort of, not really, but it is in meters, 299,792 meters per second. In kilometers is about 1 billion kilometer per hour, and in miles it's about 700 million miles per hour. So think about it like this: if we got an object somehow possible enough to produce enough energy capable of taking a spacecraft to light speed, it would circle the Earth about 23 times in 3 seconds. I'm guessing that's my up on this, but still, it's around those two. I don't know, right? And I think this is very fascinating, because no matter what light source it is, whether it be this lighting that my phone, well, not my phone, but someone else's phone, that's helping me with the camera, it's here, or wherever that is, or this. Now, okay, hold on. I'm gonna give you all a demonstration on how fast light is. You probably know how fast it is. It is about this fast. Yeah, it's pretty fast. Yeah, it is pretty fast. It takes about milliseconds, maybe even nanoseconds for light to bright up anything. But it does not mean, I don't know how to explain, but in a simple way, but I don't know. Okay, so there's something you gotta know about speed of light. It is physically impossible, no matter how advanced our technology has become, for us at this moment, for us to successfully get the speed of light. And it is simply because the more speed something has, the more energy it has to produce. For example, a spaceship. It's pretty fast. It's faster than an average car. It's faster than your average plane. It's fast. It's the fastest thing alive. Now, most planes. Now let's talk about the F-22 Raptor. Very flat. Oh my goodness, a very fast plane. It breaks the sound barrier sometimes. Compared to the speed of light, it is faster. If we were able to somehow get the speed of the light speed into a plane, number one, it would burn up, since the acceleration of something would practically burn up without the proper equipment. That's also something I worry about. The more faster you are, the more likely you are to die from burning. So yeah, it's not like DC, it's not like the comics, it's not like the Flash. But hey, other than that, it has to produce enough energy. It is, like I said, it is impossible for something of our understanding in this solar system to produce enough energy. That's because once it reaches to a certain point, that energy has to be infinite. As we all know, a lot of things are not infinite. Our galaxy is not infinite. The universe may not be infinite. We don't definitively know, but maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I'm inclined to believe it isn't, but that's just me. So, and now I'm gonna bring up a very important topic from a previous story. You probably heard of it. You probably remember, but if you don't, I practically said, I forgot what planet, not planet, star it was, but a star about 145 million miles away, light years away from us. So, if we somehow teleported from here to that planet, let's call it like X7. If we go to Earth to X7, like its solar system, and then we got a very powerful telescope, and then pointed towards the Earth, we would see the Cretaceous period, also known as the age of the dinosaurs. But why? So, again, it takes, well, that's not right, it's more like a demonstration. So, I know this is a very bad drawing, but practically believe this is, we can actually, hold up, we can do this better. I'm running out of time, so hey. Sorry for the bad art, but hey, I'm doing this last second. I don't know why I didn't think about this earlier. So, okay, this is as good as I'm gonna get. Because, okay, before I even do that, why does this happen? It's because even though light speed is very fast, like I mentioned many times, it still takes time because the galaxy is very large. It is not Earth. It is not as small as Earth. It is as big as a blue whale. It's like bacteria for a blue whale. It is insane how fast it is. I mean, how large the universe is. And it's sort of scary, but I don't know. I don't get scared for that. But it does take time for light to travel towards us, even though it's the fastest thing in the universe. For example, too, if we were to start in the, or pretend right here it's like a Milky Way. If we were to start right here in the, like, let's say this beginning in the Milky Way, and then we go to the end, it would take us millions of years. I'm not talking about 145 million, larger, maybe even a billion years. That is both scary and pretty fascinating too. Scary because it's, how large the galaxy is, and fascinating because even though the fastest thing, which goes like 23 minutes, which spins around the Earth for 20, if we get an object, of course, it would spin around for like 23 minutes, 23 times in like milliseconds, yet it would take billions of years just to cross the Milky Way too. Now, I don't know if there's a technical term for it. I don't think there is. But it does take time for light to shine. For example, the stars. Okay, picture this. We are technically in a time machine. The Earth itself is a time machine. Because at night, when you look at the stars are not showing you the present. They are showing you the past because light takes time to get to us. Just so I can finally show you my amazing drawing. I know, Picasso, right? So, this is the sun. This is the sun right here. It takes us minutes and 45 seconds for it to go to Earth. I'm still new to like technology, so yeah, I'm gonna be janky a little. So, if the sun were to explode, we wouldn't know for 8 minutes. Well, unless we say like, hey, unless NASA full blown just said like, yeah, the sun exploded. We got 8 minutes left. Yeah, that is scary and incredible because, like I said, we're living in a practical time machine, a natural time machine that's looking at past and maybe even future too. If we get it right, and I think that's really fascinating. And I don't know, right? So technically speaking, we either, okay, this might seem a little scary, but bear with me on this. We may, like, if aliens were to exist, they probably be extinct, sadly enough. Yeah, it's pretty dark, I'm sorry. Oh no, like we're not alone. Just watch E.T. Yeah. But is there anything faster than light? No. The simple answer is no. Right? There is no such thing as the speed of darkness because darkness is not physical. It's nothing. But also it will be harder if I just said all that. It is, in simpler terms, nothing. Not like light, which has a physical form, sort of. And, okay, the universe is crazy, right? Let's take the universe, for example. Let's say there was an end and a beginning to a universe, right? Okay, so before I even do all that, the universe isn't just like, like a collection of Milky Ways. Technically it is, but it's a collection of all Milky Ways, all planets, all stars in our solar system, and every solar system for that matter. So we depend on the universe. So hey, anyways, back to the example. If we were to go to right here, this is the start of the universe, to all the way right here, it would take us trillions, if not quadrillions of years for us to go there from here. More likely trillions though, which is sort of scary. It's scary too. I don't know what to say. Sorry for making it really scary. I got one. Jupiter, or I think it was Saturn. I forgot. I'm not good at my planets. I think, yeah, Jupiter, the red tornado. Right. Okay, I don't know what I was gonna go with that. I don't know. I'm trying to lighten the mood. Like, I was talking about all this stuff. It seems real. I don't know. Once you actually get into like the mind of stuff, it's fascinating. Space, huh? Yeah. I don't know what to go from here. Space. Light years. Yeah, I really talked like the whole stapling point of light years. Oh, I got one. So, black holes, right? I know that seems out of nowhere, but technically speaking, there is one counter to the speed of light. Those are black holes. That's simply because they are sort of the incarnations of darkness. They are the pinnacle of nothingness. We don't know what's inside. We don't know. Well, we do know how it's formed. Obviously, most of us should know how it's formed. Two stars clash together, boom, supernova. But technically speaking, black holes are the counter to speed of light, since there is no light in black holes. As far as we know, the black holes are the emptiness of our universe. So, technically speaking, there's always a good and evil. Yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to talk about space. Yeah, if you don't get it, you're probably not going to get like the rest of the videos, all the rest of the videos that I'm going to be talking about. Yeah, peace. Yeah, peace. See ya. Okay, I totally forgot about this, but hold me get my notes. Okay, so everything I said about kilometers, what was it? Meters per second, kilometers, and miles per second. All these, right, equal a year for light years. So, think about, okay, I don't know how to explain it, but, right, just like I said, let's take X7, which is the fan term I just used for just a random space, right, hold up. Let's take Earth, right? And then let's take X7. Fan star. I'll just write like a star. Hold up. Alright. Let's say this takes 144 light years away. Alright, so it takes 144 light years. It would equal to a whole year. Look at all this. That's how fast light years is. So, light years all technically means both the age of our year, obviously, and the speed. So when you hear someone say light years, they are talking about 700 million miles of speed of ground covered. So that's, I don't know how I forgot about that. I was looking through some old notes. Totally forgot about that. So yeah, 700 million miles per hour equals 1 year, 1 light year. Hold on, let me write that down. Equals 1 light year. So yeah, whenever you hear in comics, TV shows, movies, someone's going 23 light years, that's about like what, 20, I don't care. 20, it's like what? Let's say like a couple, maybe a couple billion miles per hour, which is insane. So, yeah. Sorry I bamboozled you, but I did this. I barely forgot. I barely remember this. So whenever someone's saying, oh my goodness, you're going 144 light years, that is about like maybe 1 trillion miles ground cover, right? So 144 million light years is about, this is a hypotenuse, like about, it's not exact, but trillion, maybe even quadrillion. I don't know how to spell quadrillion. Alright. When people say 144 million light years, they are technically speaking this much years. I think I got, yeah. That is not like fact. Like, don't count the numbers. Just say like, ooh, when people say 144 million, they mean quadrillion. Maybe even. Maybe I'm going a little too high. Most likely I'm going a little too high. Quadrillion is about it's about 4 trillion. So yeah, it's about a couple trillion light years. I mean, 144 million light years is about a couple trillion miles per hour. So yeah, that's another fact. Anyways, it's probably my longest video, I'll be honest. Anyways, have fun. If I don't see you tomorrow, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night. Have a nice day tomorrow. In the morning, since you guys probably gonna watch this in the morning, and have fun.